Hey guys, I wasn't sure I was gonna do this, but then Spirit reminded me of why I'm here, why I'm showing up on YouTube, why I'm doing these videos, and it's really to support you through energetic shifts, energetic ways, and know how to navigate them. And also, more than anything, know that you're not alone, especially in those things. When these things happen, it can feel very isolating because as we're being in the forefront of evolution, in the forefront of ascension, you really want to look at it, like we're the wayshowers, but the wayshowers are really the leaders. So as a leader, you tend to, to walk alone in some way, or walk along other leaders as well. But especially in your reality, you may find yourself at the forefront of your reality, especially in terms of consciousness. Um, but the different things that I'm picking up on is one of them is that what I'd like to call the bipolar syndrome, energetic bipolar syndrome, where I don't know if you're noticing, but people are just all of a sudden flipping. And I don't feel that it's something just recently happening. I feel that it was very strongly started happening end of December, but very unexpected behaviors from people just started happening. And as if all of a sudden you're finding yourself in completely two different timelines. And there's no more any sense of conscious communication that can be involved in that scenario. And it's just like truly that effect of like, they're just flipping, like they're showing up in one way and then the next minute they're just showing up in another way, and it can be very disorienting and confusing. um, and there's no way to work around it. It's as if all of a sudden literally there was a split of timeline and you're just finding yourself in different paths. But what I'm noticing as well is that it's coming up with a little bit of like that sense of you're being gaslit, or that person is just got just would just gaslight you, like uh, and that's because they're just all of a sudden you're getting that sense that they're not grounded in reality, they're not grounded in facts, but as if there's something. You know what I'm saying? It could be like just the intensity of the energetic realm, the intensity of the energetic waves that we're receiving from the sun, from the like how the earth is just pushing through with a lot of strong energies, as if they're not able to handle it. It's the best way, like not everything that I say is complete, is truth, absolute truth. It's just what I'm picking up on. And they're just taken by, as if there's this haze or this veil that where they just completely sink in with their emotions and with their unconscious programming, that they're not able to navigate it. They're just not able to navigate it. But what could be disorienting is because we perhaps are used to that, or are kind of aware of that, with people that may not be on the consciousness path, so there's no kind of expectations there. But what recently I've been noticing is that in the collective, there's just this completely flipping course. Like you're just there, some people that they're on the path, there's just this complete flipping of course. And I'm feeling a little bit of resistance even, or fear kind of speaking into those things, because they may seem a little bit controversial or confrontational, I don't know, but it's really coming through, and it's part of us also understanding how to navigate this reality, how to navigate, because it's not that um, it's not that you're feeling the separation from a sense of ego. It's more that you're feeling and sensing the separation from a sense of dimension. It's like you could literally feel yourself. You could literally feel right now the old earth versus the new earth very strongly. and the people operating in the old earth and the unconsciousness, and the people operating on the new earth. But then feeling that there were those people that maybe were 1 foot in, 1 foot out, all of a sudden just flipping, and there's some sort of disorientation. And that's actually leading me to what I'm picking up on next, is that this very strong sense of overwhelm right now and disorientation, as if there's just so many realities happening, so many micro realities. And because we're becoming more and more sensitive, so we morph into those different realities, the different realities that are happening here, the different realities that are happening there. We're morphing into them, and you're just completely stepping into one, and then the next, and then the next, and then the third, and it can be very overwhelming. Because so much is actually, what I'm feeling is that so much is actually going on in the background. Something is really happening in the background of our, of the collective, of politics, like just something is going on, but also in the background of the matrix, so in its totality as a structure. And there's just so many truths out there, and so many realities. Again, as I'm saying, there's so many stories, there's so many emotions that are just popping in and out. Like there's this and that and this and that, and it's like so confusing and just so disorienting to kind of find that grounding force and be able to navigate it really strongly. And that's actually leading me also to the third point that I want to speak into, is that, and I feel that as I'm saying this, like all of them are kind of intertwined, but it's the collapse of structures that I've been talking about throughout March. It's like we're in a big collapse, guys. Like literally, we're in a very, very big collapse. And I think that's why it's also very disorienting, because nothing is seeming like it's stable. Like as if, it's like, I don't know how I'm seeing it. I don't know if it's a game, but when you have like those stairs that kind of move, and you're playing a game and you jump into one and then it's moving, so then you have to jump to the other and jump. That's how it's feeling right now. Like as if all those stairs, or what's beneath us, like the foundation's all moving. And because there's a very huge shift that's going on, a very big change and evolution. And that was the other thing that Spirit reminded us, like, remember, change is the only constant. Like we're in the midst of a big change. And the only requirement, like the only energy to navigate this, is to literally just give in. And that was so interesting, because it's like I feel there's a difference between giving up and giving in. So in this situation, we're not giving up. It's although that overwhelm and that disorientation can feel like, okay, we just want to give up. But actually, what is being required of us is to give in to our reality, to realize that's it. Like each one of us, I feel right now, is being asked, you know what? This is all of me. This is literally all of me. Like there's no more capacity for us to hold an image, like to sustain an image, to sustain a role. It's impossible. And that's what I'm saying, to prove ourselves, because whenever we're trying to sustain an image, we're trying to prove something to the other person, to the situation. Like it's impossible. It's impossible for us to do that right now. It's like so I feel this is impossible. I don't know how to best to describe it. It's impossible. But as a result of that, there's no way we can anymore sustain. There's no way anymore we can sustain those images, those ego structures, those roles, or to pretend. And that's where the lies come in. It's like even as simple as diverting reality, gaslighting, again, like just saying this, but no, actually it's not this, it's this, and like manipulating reality. It's impossible for that to happen anymore, because it's just about truth. Like, this is all of you, this is all of me, here's everything I have on the table. And it's kind of bringing that energy for yourself, where you say, you know what, just say, I don't care. Like, I don't care anymore what other people think of me. I don't care anymore about judgment, about proving anything. None of that. What we care about right now is ourselves, our spirit, and this process of consciousness, bringing everything to the table, honesty, purity. And I feel that that's why there's a collapse collectively in the matrix. Political, like all of these things, politically, economically, not that I'm political at all. I don't even follow the news, but it's just this energetic sense that I'm getting is because there was an image, a persona, an ego structure, a distorted frame that I was trying to hold, and it's not able to hold anymore. So it's just collapsing. It's literally just dropping. And which is really based on control, manipulation, lies, insecurity. Really, at the core, it's insecurity. It's disconnection from source. And gaslighting, like just this entire thing is collapsing. And as the macro, as the micro, so whatever is happening collectively is happening internally. It's like it's this huge collapse. One thing I'm feeling right now, as in terms of navigation system, to be able to navigate this time, is to give in. Give in to your reality. Surrender. And gosh, when I'm saying surrender, how much, like, we think like surrender in terms of war, or like the ego surrendering. So it's like you're weak, or you're, you failed, or you're giving up, to the other person. No, it's literally a giving in. It's a surrender. It's a surrender. Not to play any more roles, being fully honest with yourself, noticing how liberating it would be. Literally, if you could ask yourself this question, what image am I trying to uphold? What image am I trying to uphold? What am I trying to uphold right now in this conversation, in this communication? Am I trying to fix? Am I trying to solve a problem? Am I playing the victim? Am I trying to be saved? Am I wanting to be rescued? Am I trying to manipulate? Like, literally noticing in every situation, in every circumstance, in everything in your life right now, even the smallest of denials. Why are you denying what you're denying? Why? What are you trying to prove? What are you scared of? Why do you fear that? Like, just, wow, I feel this is the next level of initiation. And this giving in is what will allow those layers of the outdated systems to just fade away and soften us, and literally soften us. That's definitely easier. Everything is easier said than done. Literally, again, know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're a pioneer. You're a wayshower. You're a leader. You were destined to do this, and you're not alone. We're here literally for each other. So I hope that this message was of any support. This is really my intention. I just literally want to support. I want to support, hold space. I want to support, bring awareness. I want to support, make sense of what's going on, and support you to better navigate it. So please, if it is, literally share it around with whoever you feel would benefit from this. And let me know. Like, comment below as well. Okay, lots of love to all. Take care.